My name is Jeff, and today we're going to talk about my journey becoming an engineer. I cannot take all of the credit for my engineering journey. My parents put me in science camps from a young age and gave me toys like the Lego Mindstorms Robotics kit to play with.
So that's all I got him to do. That is Robotics.
So I joined the Robotics Club at my high school. I also was in Boy Scouts. I became an Eagle Scout, and that really helped me to hone my leadership skills. Being an engineer who can communicate is an extremely underrated skill. Throughout high school, I took a lot of engineering classes. I took Intro to Engineering where I learned CAD. In the robotics team, I learned how to use that CAD. I learned how to weld. I learned how to use the milling machine. Okay, so what led me to pick Cal Poly? I really liked that they were grounded in learning with your hands, particularly with their learn by doing philosophy. So I get to Cal Poly and club day happened. I decided to join a lot of different clubs. I joined the sailing team. I also joined Engineers Without Borders. I was in Engineers Without Borders for 4 years. We worked on a solar well pump for an indigenous village in Fiji, which was really, really cool. What I learned really quickly is that if you want to really put a club on your resume, you need to stick around for more than a year or two. It's ideal if you can get a leadership position, and different clubs take different levels of involvement to get to those leadership positions. I really am very happy I joined the sailing team. I have made some of my lifelong friends through that club. Engineers Without Borders gave me an opportunity to do some philanthropy, to flex my engineering muscles, designing something across the world that I couldn't see or touch. Right before COVID happened, I decided to change my major. Switching to computer engineering was a really great decision because now, as an electrical engineer, I can write scripts. I don't have to go get a software guy to help me. For me, treating each club, each class, each experience as an opportunity to learn how to learn, that is the key to becoming an engineer. About this time, I was thinking about applying for the master's program, and I decided to apply about midway through my 4th year. That was a fantastic decision. I got to stay in school an extra year. I had lost almost a whole year to COVID. I got to compete in sailing my 5th year. Those are circumstantial reasons why I decided to choose a master's, but I plan on making a video eventually, should you get a master's or not, because I think it's a really multifaceted question. For me to get to an engineering career, I had internships every summer. After my freshman year, I entered an internship where I was a grunt. I was terminating wires for a company that automated assembly lines. Like, I went to a FedEx facility and drilled holes for 2 weeks, and that sucked. But it was very important to show up and to show that I was willing to go the places that I would eventually lead. Nowadays, there's a joke that in order to get an entry-level job, you already need 2 years of experience. And the best way to do that is internships. The best way to get internships are family connection. I got my internship through a family friend, and then the 2nd year internship, I was working at an electric vehicle charging station company. That was also through a family friend. And then my 3rd and 4th internships were in Colorado. I cold applied to move to Colorado, and they called me and they said, hey, do you want a job? And I got an Airbnb and I booked a plane ticket and I came out here. I interned for 2 summers with this company. I eventually plan on making a video about internships, specifically about how to get them, how to act. Like clubs, internships are a really fantastic way to point your career, to direct yourself towards an industry that you're interested in. And it's also a way that you can maybe discover that that industry is not something you want. A passion for learning, a willingness to work hard, and to afford the space to be uncomfortable. I think that that is how I became an engineer. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit like and subscribe. If you're curious about how engineering changed my life, watch this video next.